Here we are, brand new day, brand new week. It is now the 26th of September. 50. Just checking the temperature here, which is confusing because it just said it was 40 something. Now it's showing that it's 56. I'm guessing that the latter of the two is more accurate. Mostly sunny, blue sky right now. It is a beautiful day. We're going to give you the full details on the forecast here in just a minute from Roger Hill. I promise you, we will do that. We're also going to be checking in with Green Mountain Auto this morning, talking about some things going on over there at around 9:30 or so. Man, Raylene's out. I'm in here, sitting on the edge of the sidewalk, literally, right here on North Main Street in Barrie at the Aired Out Podcast Studios from the ASB Financial Studios and Fly on the Wall Productions. Nice to have you on board. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate your eyes, your ears, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing. Thanks so much. Hey, Chris Massey, for being a part of, the experience here at Aired Out. Let's see. Ravens, just checking the sports score this morning. Ravens beat the Patriots 37-26. I did not watch the game last night. Instead, family night at our household last night with some good friends, and we actually did. God, Lily had so much fun. We actually did something that we just haven't done in so long. We had some friends over and played Pictionary, which, good morning, Glenn. I'm not sure the last time you played Pictionary, but at my house, there's a lot of screaming going on and high-fiving and fist bumps and hugs, occasionally tears of joy. Very, very competitive, and one of the best Pictionary players I've ever seen in my life is my little girl, Lily. I mean, she just kicked ass last night, beating all kinds of adults. 4 adults, as a matter of fact. Hey, thanks for everything. If you're tuning in this morning, we appreciate it. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, TuneIn Radio, Podchaser, Podcast Addict, Deezer, GeoSavant. Thanks for getting your day started with us. Linden Institute, 37, Spalding 6 in that Friday game, high school game. Thanks to Raylene for getting me the sports scores this morning. Red Sox beat by the Yankees 2-0. I think they're playing again tonight, aren't they? We have a lot to get to. Let's jump into the weather first. All right. First and foremost, I want to talk about public service announcements here in a little bit. We have sun and clouds today. Maybe an afternoon shower. Could possibly be a thunderstorm, depending on where you are across the North Country. But 65 degrees later on today, so not too shabby temp-wise. Going to be nice. Beautiful out there right now. Again, 56 in central Vermont. Tonight, got a few showers down into the upper 40s is what Roger Hill is saying. And then tomorrow, Tuesday, some sun, some clouds, kind of somewhat of a carbon copy of what we've got going on today. Some showers more likely in the Northeast Kingdom tomorrow, 60 to 65 for the daytime high. And then looking ahead to Wednesday, mostly cloudy, scattered rain showers, 50s to around 60 degrees. I don't know about you, but this morning, and I don't even know if you've even left your house yet. Maybe you have. But just driving in this morning to see the breaks in the clouds, that brilliant blue sky, the foliage is kind of shifting gears a little bit. You got the fog it was just the fog lifting. It was just absolutely beautiful. And it is mornings like this where I say, man, are we lucky to to live up here in the North Country and have days like this. I mean, it was postcard. Today is National, and I'm going to be having fun with this today, throughout the day, National Situational Awareness Day. And man, oh man, can there be a whole hell of a lot to be said about whatever it is that you may be tangled up in, whatever situation you're in, whether it's a good situation or a bad situation and everything in between. Maybe it's a risky situation. But fair to say that many of us are dealing with one or more situations in our lives. And again, today is National Situational Awareness Day, being aware of the situation that you're in and how you're going to deal with it and how you're going to respond and how you're going to react. And all I can say is that I say that I give you my hope and my prayer that you will begin to start to see the light of whatever situation you're in and in how you are dealing with it, whether it is complicated or just plain simple but difficult. Be careful out there. Be careful. Birthdays today. We have Caden Fisher, who is 15 years old and broke all kinds of records at Thunder Road this past summer. I mean, the kid is, I almost said the guy, the kid is absolutely amazing. That was a podcast that when we were lucky enough to get him in here and sit down with Caden Fisher, that was a podcast that I won't soon forget. I just really enjoyed meeting this little guy. Who's not so little anymore. Carla Wilmot is 61 today. Daniel Rollins is 59. I think I have a few other birthdays here today. Kate Latz is 62. Tammy Collins, 59. Kelsey LaPearl's on the list. Amlin Thurber, 45. Yeah, happy birthday. Boy, we've got some YouTubers that are tuned in this morning, which is nice. Thank you for tuning in. If you're just getting started with us, we're going to be chatting with Green Mountain Auto Spa at around 9:30 this morning in about 20 minutes or so, and chatting a little bit about what they're up to. And I know that this time of year is busy. This is the shift out of summer into fall. We are thinking and talking about things like, well, we have buzzwords up here in the North Country: firewood, heating oil, home repairs. You should see what Barslow Construction is doing to my house. It's absolutely amazing. Total complete transformation on the exterior. Amazing. We're thinking about and discussing, or at least we should be, snow tires, vehicles, cleaning out the garage or the barn, which I attempted to for a couple of hours yesterday, which was so nice to just be rummaging around and getting rid of some shit that needs to go to make extra room for the inside of the barn during the winter. But it's a busy time. It is a busy time of the year for us. We're contemplating lots of stuff, including whether or not we're going to lose weight this winter with all of the comfort foods that everyone is talking about right now, kind of like the pumpkin bread that Sherilyn made yesterday, which we may or may not have put down an entire loaf of it. And also the fact that I've got some leftover chicken pot pie today for breakfast, which I don't know if you've ever had cold chicken pot pie for breakfast, but it is the best. With a hot cup of coffee, you got to swallow it down with that. Raylene posted up that backed by popular demand, Wellness Wednesdays is coming back for a 6-week session starting this coming Wednesday with Washington County Mental Health Services right on Summer Street, 23 Summer Street over at WellSpace. They're going to be bringing this back, which we're excited about. Never got to one last time around, but this time I will. More than 250 individuals benefited from this non-traditional service that they provide over there on Wellness Wednesdays, like acupuncture, massage, Reiki, sound healing, and a lot more. Mindfulness meditation. Really, really good stuff. Stop by the WellSpace building where the Imagination Station is at 23 Summer Street. Get well, be well, live well, and do it all with Washington County Mental Health Services. We've got it posted up. Raylene's got it on the Facebook page right now. She's also watching a lot of public service announcement things that are going on in our community. We have the final concert of the season for Thursday nights in Courier Park, in acoustic native tongue, which, as you should be well aware of, especially if you live locally, second to none. These guys really put on one hell of a show. Bob Nelson, TJ Powers, and the rest of the guys. 5:30 until 7 in Courier Park on Thursday night, this coming Thursday night. Do not miss it. It's going to be a blast. All right, Stone Service Station sponsoring that. But it's going to be a great night. All right, come out for that. One of the big things that we're watching this morning is the news on this Hurricane Ian, who is now a big old boy, and is bearing down on Florida, Tampa specifically, the West Coast. Ian is supposed to be coming right into the Gulf as soon as Wednesday. Beginning on Wednesday, the Gulf is going to be really kicked up. Every single county in the entire state of Florida right now is under a state of an emergency for this Hurricane Ian, which is supposed to be I don't know if you've heard this morning, a Category 4 by the time it makes landfall Wednesday into Thursday and into Friday. And the trajectory of this storm is not good. It's supposed to be basically sideswiping Florida, again, hitting the West Coast. So Tampa is under a hurricane watch already this morning for Ian. Again, Category 4 is what he is supposed to be at the time of landfall. So I don't know if you've seen the pictures and what's trending right now out of Florida, but there's a lot of video and pictures of people trying to brace themselves in that whole region, getting ready for this one. Meanwhile, Canada just got sucker punched real bad by Fiona, who just tore into Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island and just impacted that whole region. What was it? Quebec, I think, too, that got a pretty hard hit from Fiona. But a lot of people are still without power. And, up there in Canada, they're just not, entirely used to weather like that. So our prayers are with all of them as well. But a lot of panic going on right now in Florida because Ian is supposed to be just massive. Let's see. What else do we have? We are going to be chatting with John Sell a little bit later on this week, maybe towards the middle part of the week. Barry City Councilor Tom Lozon. Also, we are looking forward to having him in on Wednesday. Tonight, before I forget, live streaming at 8 o'clock on the Barry City Community fan page and the Barry Beat page right here on Facebook. Michael Booten and his Barry Beat podcast. Get on. If you want to get caught up and up to speed in a few areas of local politics, that's the time and the place to do it. The bright object seen in the skies over New England was not a comet. Raylene posted this morning. I saw some things on Facebook a little bit about this morning. But apparently it was the SpaceX launch. And a lot of people were just freaking out about it all across New England. What the hell is that? Saturday, 7:32 p.m., the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launched from Cape Canaveral and was carrying 52 Starlink satellites to orbit. Just under 9 minutes later, the first stage returning to Earth touched down on the SpaceX drone ship barge, which was parked outside of Port Canaveral. But we've got the link. We've got the link with a video of the launch if you want to check it out. But if you haven't yet, just scroll down on your Aired Out page here and have a look. So amazing. Coming out this morning, national news: 4 out of 5 small business owners are saying that they can weather, or they believe they can weather, a recession, but that inflation has already been cutting into their pockets very, very tightly. This is a very important story, of course, has been, will continue to be, right on into and through the winter in the next couple of months for sure, because small business is massive in America. It's more than, we've got more than 60 million of them, and they're all going to be feeling it. I think we've heard often that the economy runs on the backs of small businesses. But what measures, what steps are you taking as a small business owner, or do you think your employer is as a small business owner, to be cutting costs and just getting buckled up for what's coming? This 0.75 increase from the feds, which was what, the second one in the last couple of months. They're now saying, get ready, because there are more that are coming. So be ready for that. In whatever way you can. And, you know, it's funny. Speaking of the feds up in the interest rates, I had posted some curiosity about getting into a truck, a pickup truck, and I got on the Kelley Blue Book, punched in the VIN, and was just trying to get like a just getting an idea of what my car was worth, because I was just kind of thinking about maybe getting a pickup truck. Trying to be honest with myself about the difference between need and want, and whether or not it was really a need, and if so, is this something that I want to explore? So I went on Kelley Blue Book on Friday, punched in the value, or the VIN, rather, got the value. Saturday morning, my phone, and maybe this is surprising to you. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But Saturday morning, I get up, cooking breakfast. My cell phone rang twice from two different car dealerships in the region, looking for me, wanting to know if I had time to come down and meet with them. When all I had done was punched in my VIN into Kelley Blue Book just to try to get the value of my car. And, I had to basically kind of say, well, that's interesting. How'd you get my name and phone number and all that's just, whew. I was surprised, and maybe I shouldn't have been. I was surprised. But after some brief discussions of what my monthly car payment is, and the fact that I have a Corolla, I was told by both dealerships, do not sell that car. You're not going to be able to get a monthly car payment anywhere near what you're paying for, especially if you get a pickup truck coming. So, looks like I'll be hanging on to the Corolla for a little while anyway. Yeah, surprised. And again, like I said, maybe I shouldn't have been. I mean, this is the new world. This is it. Raylene says also the VT Digger link for. Did I just say dink? The VT Digger link for the gubernatorial debate on the 28th is posted on Aired Out. Thank you, Raylene. Yep. Michael Booton is saying Paul Bean tonight, Gina Galfetti, Paul White, and Alice Farrell tonight on the Barry Beat podcast, 8 o'clock live. Yes. I'm just glancing through some of the comments that are coming in this morning. I have to tell you, I am really feeling like I'm looking forward to this week that's in front of us. Imposing some new changes in life, some new direction, and some positivity and some positive experiences. I think Sundays are, in my opinion, important because and I've had conversations with Chris Autry about this, because they kind of lay out the foundation. They can. Not always, but they can lay out the foundation for the rest of the week in front of you. They can kind of pave the road, if you will, and map out how things are going to go. Translation, if you have a shitty Sunday, that may linger into your Monday. So if you can have a good Sunday, which we did yesterday, we were productive. We got some stuff done. We had a great meal, great game of Pictionary, and, then I think you're going to have a pretty good week ahead of you. But I'm going to go back and remind you once again that it is National Situational Awareness Day today, which I just find so amusing. Two things that we've been really watching on Netflix that I don't know if you have explored. I'm going to go from the North Pole to the South Pole here. I mean it. Man vs. Bee on Netflix with Rowan Atkinson is something that you just have to see. You just have to watch this. We have had some good laughs with that, and at times I have felt like Rowan Atkinson is kind of has mirrored chapters of my life with the way that things unfold. But if you have not experienced Man vs. Bee on Netflix, Rowan Atkinson, also known as Mr. Bean, this is something that I'm telling you, you have to check it out. It's going to lift your spirits. You're going to enjoy it. Something that will not lift your spirits, but that you may or may not get hooked on if you're kind of, borderline sicko, is Dahmer, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, which we started binge watching, I can't remember, late last week, Thursday or Friday. Have you seen this? Have you watched any of this? And it may be, believe me, it may be too disturbing for you. There's some of it that I was aware of and some of it that I was not. But it's pretty intense. I can't remember what episode we're into now. But, yeah. And some of it, you may not want to watch too late at night because, it's going to throw off the, the brain chemistry before you go to bed and kind of make you freak out a little bit. I don't know. We're going to check in with Green Mountain Auto Spa this morning. It's 9:29, 56 degrees. And again, some sun and some clouds. But we're going to check in with them and see if we can chat with them about new and used winter tires and all that stuff. Hey, good morning. Is Gabe in?
Yeah, this is he.
Hey, Gabe, it's JD. We got you live on Aired Out. How are you, man?
Oh, hey, not too bad, thanks.
Pleasure to have you on board with us. Thank you so much. What's going on over there? You guys getting busy, shifting into gears here for winter tire season?
We are, absolutely. What we're doing right now is a ton of body work, actually. People are keeping their cars longer and doing rust repair that maybe they wouldn't have done in the past.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that's a great point. Keeping their cars longer. Yes.
I think they are.
Yes, we are.
Yep.
How have the cars that you've been seeing coming in dealing with some of the Vermont roads with shocks and struts and all that? Yeah.
Anybody that lives on a back road, dirt road, they are going through shocks and struts and control arm bushings and sway bars, and things like that. Yeah, ball joints. See that all the time.
Yeah. We always when it comes to suspension and stuff, we always kind of freak out that it's gonna be $3,000 or $4,000 right off the top here, but not necessarily so. It could be something as simple as I remember. I went somewhere. This was a long time ago. Went somewhere and they were like, "Oh yeah, this and that and this and that." It just turned out that it's just a sway bar link.
Right. It can sound much worse than it is.
Right.
Yeah, it's true. And a lot of people don't know, what sound they're hearing, and they think it's catastrophic, and oftentimes it's not.
Sure.
I actually have a young lady that dropped her car off today. She was told by another garage that her car was junk. It was no good. It needed a new oil pan, and we brought it in, and the car is fine. It does need an oil pan, but other than that, it's fine. And so she went from thinking she needed a whole new car to a $300 oil pan, and she'll be back on the road.
Wow. I love that. Love that.
Yeah.
You guys over at Green Mountain Auto Spa and Used Cars, you have you've got some tires that are in damn good shape that
We
you're
do.
going to be willing to let them go here, winter tires for a really good price. Tell me about some of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So we oftentimes get junk cars or wrecked cars that we can strip the tires off. And, after 30, 40, 50 cars, you end up with a lot of good tires. And so we have a ton of winter tires right here in stock. Just looking at them here, I have a set of General Ultimax 225 55 17. They're in at least 50% tread, $200 for the set of 4.
Wow.
Yes, let me see here. Let me walk around. I have a brand new set of Nexen wind guards in.
I'm writing this down, man.
Okay.
$200 bucks. $200 for those 225 55 17s.
Yep,
Wow.
$200, and we'll install them for $65. So for under $300, you have excellent winter tires that will last at least a couple of years.
I know you've got the Firestone Winter Force, the 205 50 17s as well, right?
Those sold right off. I put that on Facebook Marketplace, and those are gone.
Wow.
Gone. But here's another thing. I have a 215 60 16 Nexen, brand new, studdable, never been on a car, $450, installed $500.
Oh my God.
Incredible deal.
Those
Here's
are-
some Toyos. These are, I would say, 80% tread left, and the size is 215 65 16.
Yeah, I'm looking at those right now. Beautiful.
Very good. Yes, I have some 15-inch tires studded. Hakkapeliitta. People that know tires know that the Nokia and Hakkapeliitta are the best winter tires you can get. These are in 185 65 15, and they are studded and 80% tread.
The rubber compound in those Hakkapeliittas is like second to none. It's like it's a softer
really
rubber.
is.
I mean, they're testing these tires way the hell up north.
Yeah. Hey, so here's my theory and my opinion on tires.
Yeah.
All right, and so take note. This is my opinion, but I think it holds some water. What you're paying for when you buy more expensive tires is not better traction necessarily. I think brand new winter tires are all going to perform fairly well. What you're paying for is longevity,
Yeah.
right? How
Yeah.
long they're going to last. And so the Nokias, my wife had a set on her Audi that I think they lasted 8 seasons. That's unreal. Whereas, a cheaper set might last 2 or 3 years.
Right.
But both start with good traction.
Yeah,
So you can buy a less expensive tire and still have good traction.
And you've got to be diligent about making sure that they're going on at the right time, but also coming off at the right time, so that you're not
I totally agree.
you're not prolonging stuff. When you think we're kind of out of the woods with bad weather in the spring, get those tires the hell off. Put them in the garage and keep the life as long as you can.
Yeah, and worst case is you might have one storm that you hit, at the end of the year where you have your summers back on. But, it's still worth it to take your tires off early. I say put them on late and take them off early. November 1st is a good time to put them on, and, coming off March at some point. My father had a good adage, though, and the two slipperiest times of the year are the first snow and the last snow of the season. So that is something to keep in mind as well.
So true. And for the folks that are new to the area, that are maybe moving up here to the North Country, maybe not familiar with how serious we take winter driving up here,
Right.
there's really no such thing as an all-season tire for many vehicles. I mean, some of us try to get away with it. It all depends on where you live, but especially if you're on a back road, and especially if you've got some hilly terrain that you're traveling over, commuting to work, and you need to be there safely and on time. The place to go is Green Mountain Auto Spa and Used Cars. To stop in there.
Absolutely.
You guys do full mechanical work, even body work, and you sell cars right there, and you can get financing. You guys are like a seriously one-stop shop.
Yep, for sure. We do everything from A to Z. And if there's tires, too, I can order any tires that, say, Vermont Tire or a big tire company can get. I can get tires within an hour, brand new tires. So if we don't have a set of used in someone's size, I can get new tires, and my prices are very competitive.
What about the freak out that we've had this time over the last couple of years? Oh, there's going to be a rubber shortage, a tire shortage.
Yeah. Well, the tire prices have gone up. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
We used to be able to get a really inexpensive line of tires called a Precia, which was from China, I believe. And they were pretty good, and they held up well, and we sold them well for a few years. We can't get them anymore.
Wow.
So there definitely are some shortages with, some of the lesser name brand tires. That is absolutely true. The other thing I wanted to remark on your point about all-season tires, in Vermont, there is no all-season. There's summer tires and there's winter tires.
That's right.
The only time I could see running all seasons, if you had, say, a brand new set of all-season tires on an all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive truck, you might be able to get away with the first year on your brand new all-seasons. But really, it's in Vermont, you got to switch.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing more people buying an extra set of wheels. So they have their winter tires on one set of rims and their summer tires on another set, and they can just swap them at home.
Yes.
That's a great way to go. Because, every time you dismount a tire off a wheel, it does some damage to the rim,
Sure.
And say you do it a dozen times, well, yeah, that's going to take its toll. So having two sets of wheels with the tires mounted already is great.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to do that. It's you guys do so much over there. Oil changes. I mean, you've got it all. You do it all.
We do full synthetic oil changes. We do conventional oil changes. We have a semi-blend oil, and I think our oil changes for a semi-blend is $49.99, and for a full synthetic is $79.99, which is about $10 less than, say, the Quick Lubes or the other places locally.
What do folks do if they want to learn more? Is it best to just stop in there on Route 14 in Williamstown, or call or get on your Facebook page or website?
Yep. Well, you can definitely give us a call. 802-455-2204 is the service shop, and you can stop in anytime. We do have two locations, like you said. We have the sales lot, which is the first shop you come to on the left as you're coming into Williamstown, and it is marked Green Mountain Auto.
Yeah.
And then a couple blocks past that is our service shop. And absolutely, I encourage people to come in and meet the crew. I give people tours of the shop, meet the guys, and hopefully we can help people out.
One more time with the phone number, 802, of course, 455-2204.
That's it.
All right. You're getting asked right now from one of our viewers if you can get new Coopers.
Absolutely. Cooper Weathermaster, I can get them overnight. Absolutely.
That's good to know.
Any size. And we actually do our own studding here. So we can stud the tires. We can order them studded. Whatever the customer would like, we can do.
Super fast turnaround time. Vermont State inspections. You guys do that as well. Green.
Yep.
So that's GRNMTN auto.com.
That's it.
That's it right there. So you get in, you get out, you get on your way. You still have a little bit of money left in your pocket. And if you think something's going to break the bank, think again. Give them a call, 455-2204. Maybe set up an appointment or stop in, chat with the pros over at Green Mountain Auto Spa and Used Cars in Williamstown, and they'll set you right. Thanks, Gabe. Thanks so much for jumping on with us this morning, buddy.
Of course. All right. Sounds great, JD. I hope to see you on the road somewhere.
Be well, man. Take it easy.
Okay. All right. You as well.
Nice to chat with those guys over there. Some of the stuff in our community calendar, which is, frankly, and I said I was going to talk a little bit about PSAs. We are jammed with community events. We call it our community spotlight, but there is so much going on. And I just want to let everyone know Raylene's doing the best she can to post up as much that's happening in our community as possible on our Facebook page. Occasionally, there may be something that slips by us or something that we weren't aware of. But for the most part, we are trying to be, and frankly, succeeding massively at being the catch net for everything that's coming down the pipe here in our community to promote, to make aware to our general listening community. Now, we have a friend who listens in Miami. We have another friend in Colorado. They may they may not be overly concerned that this coming Thursday night is the last concert in Courier Park with Native Tongue playing acoustically. But for the most part, we are really trying to hit our local community very, very hard with what's going on. Like the Barry Farmers Markets that are every Wednesday through the end of September. So there's just, one more. Looks like one more. Unless I hear otherwise from Tracy. But yeah, wow, damn. Today's the 26th. Incredible. The Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce is introducing something new called the Chamber Breakfast Club. It's a monthly series where they examine local political issues. This month they are welcoming Washington County Senator Andrew Perchlik as he discusses the upcoming legislative session. It's $11 to cover the cost of breakfast, which is served up by Le Pete Gourmet. And we are posting on a regular basis the registration link for this. You've got to register, so they obviously can plan how much food. But the registration cutoff for this was this past Friday. But do watch and do listen for us because we are going to be talking about this an awful lot. And I wanted to, and I'm not sure if Michael Booten is listening, but I wanted to make sure that he was aware of this as well because they're doing great stuff over there. Let's see. We have, this weekend, Milk Bowl weekend already. My gosh. Let's see. What do I have on the calendar? The Milk Bowl. Go to the dump on Saturday morning. Go to the Great Vermont Corn Maze up in North Danville. A lot happening. The Barrie Lions Club on Saturday, or let's see. Yes, Friday the 30th and Saturday the 1st, which is this weekend. The Barrie Lions Club has their 2-day lawn sale with the Filipino-American Vermont branch that is doing this across from O'Reilly Auto Parts Warehouse. It's from 9 to 2 both days, Friday the 30th, Saturday the 1st, and is going to be open to regular flea market vendors, individuals with items to sell, church groups, the scouts, so on and so forth. So you've got to reserve your table by Thursday. Reserve your table by Thursday. And I'm going to post up the phone number to do that. In case you're driving or listening on the go, we will put that right in the comments section right now. It is 279-7515. 279-7515 to reserve your table by this coming Thursday. And they're also saying that vendors and patrons are encouraged to bring eyeglasses that they no longer need because the Barrie Lions Club, of course, is famous for recycling them. They've been doing that for 1,000,000 years. What else do we have? The Vermont State Surplus Property is hosting this 4-day sale of surplus property at 11 Green Mountain Drive in Montpelier. It is starting today. It's going to go through Thursday. Displays, desks, tables, chairs, exercise equipment, and much, much more. Stuff that it's been accumulating for years, and they just need to get rid. It will be open to the general public on Thursday, I believe. And just glancing here at the PSA on this, but yeah, cash and checks accepted. That's it. Only cash and checks. And after the general public has had a go of it on Thursday, that's when the general public will be available to purchase again on Thursday, this Thursday, the 29th. After that, all remaining items will be free. If you have any questions regarding this, I'm going to put the email in the comments right now, and I'll even put a phone number for you as well. But they are very, very busy with getting organized for this, so bear with them if you don't hear back from them immediately. But again, this is going to be open on Thursday. Okay, there's the phone number, 241-3384, State of Vermont's surplus property on Route 2 in Waterbury. Just a quick thing here on the Milk Bowl this coming weekend, the 60th running, which is amazing, well over $100,000 in prize money. Pro All-Star Series going to be running on Friday. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on up there, a ton of stuff all day. Saturday, of course, qualifying day, the first of the month, with time trials and lots of different heat races. And then, of course, the Milk Bowl on Sunday with several top ACT teams that have thrown their hat into the ring trying to get that $12,000 first place prize. But look out for Labor Day Classic champion DJ Shaw, New Hampshire drivers Cody LeBlanc, Eric Sands, Jimmy Renfro Jr., Sean Swallow, Jimmy Hebert, also going to be in attendance. These guys all got into it at the ACT office with their official registration late last week, I think like Thursday or Friday. Former Milk Bowl champions Bobby Therian and Jason Corliss were the first two entries through the Thunder Road office. So those guys are hungry for it. Therian is looking to kiss the cow for a second time. Jason Corliss looking for his fourth alongside Robbie Crouch and Nick Sweet. And by the way, Fall Foliage 200 winner Patrick LePearl is also going to be out on the track trying to get his fourth win. King of the Road champion Christopher Pelkey. Yes, he'll be driving along with Scott Dragon, Kyle Pembroke. Let's see, Stephen Donahue, Brandon Lamphere, Cooper Bouchard, Scott Coburn, Matt Smith. All of these drivers are going to be involved this weekend. Special surprise entries include the Mitchell Brothers Racing Team entries of Derek Ming and White Mountain Motorsports park driver Jesse Swister. 2009 Milk Bowl winner John Donahue. Yes, we'll be trading some paint with Steven. Former Vermont Governor's Cup and Labor Day Classic champion Brooks Clark will be out there. Former Tiger track champ Brendan Moody has also submitted his entry along with a couple of Flying Tiger standouts. Jaden Perry, former three-peat King of the Road Derek O'Donnell, New Yorker Fred Lagoy, and Barnett's Blair Bissett. Sunday, October 2nd, the 60th edition of the famed Vermont Milk Bowl, with $12,000 on the line. But again, a total of, I think it's $103,000 in prize money that's going to go whoosh over the course of 3 days. Let's see, this coming Saturday night at the Post, the American Legion Post 10 right here in the Granite City. The band Alive and Kickin' is going to be rocking it out. And don't forget, every Tuesday, they have pasta at the Post at 6 p.m. You can dine in, you can take out. The Barrie Post 10 Facebook page has the menu every week. And it's going to be great. Spaghetti and meatballs with salad, dessert, and roll. Tuesday, tomorrow night, 6 p.m., $10. Don't have to do any cooking. They'll take care of everything for you. Listen, have a great rest of your day. And take a deep breath. Enjoy. We'll be posting more of what's going on in and around Vermont and the region up on Facebook. But and we're, again, watching this this Hurricane Ian, which is supposed to be coming into the Gulf as soon as Wednesday and bearing down on Tampa, which is under hurricane watch. And the entire state of Florida is under a state of emergency right now, issued by the governor. This is supposed to be a Category 4 storm by the time it hits the west coast of Florida, the Tampa region, as soon as Wednesday. Wednesday night, Thursday is supposed to be the projected timing of this. So I'm watching that one real carefully. We've got a lot of friends down there, and we have a lot of family and friends of folks who live right here in central Vermont who are in Florida and greatly concerned. So, again, we will be watching it carefully. We'll let you know what we find out. Be well. God bless. Again, 56 degrees. We have some sun, some clouds, and some comfortable temperatures. 65 later today. Again, 56 right now. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch up with you real soon here on Aired Out.